Hi there, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. It's Friday, which means another crypto interest rates and news update. Today is the 26th of November 2021. And as always, we start by taking a look at any new coins or interest rate changes. And the first thing to mention is actually happened last week, but it was after I recorded last week's video. I added a comment below it, but basically shortly after I released the video, Celsius announced that they were adding these tiers into the Bitcoin interest. So this first 6.2%, which used to be on the first Bitcoin, is actually now just on the first quarter of a Bitcoin. You can earn now more if you get paid in Celsius. This is for international users, so up to 7.81% on that first kind of quarter, and 6.2% in the US and paid in kind internationally, but that's only on the first quarter of a Bitcoin and now in Celsius rather than the first Bitcoin, so that's very disappointing. But since then they have also announced some new coins, so that we've got wrapped Bitcoin between 3.05 paid in kind to 3.83 paid in Celsius, and also Tezos they have launched, so 4.25% paid in kind, 5.33% paid in Celsius. And in addition to that, Nexo have just launched a promotion on Matic. So this is up to 20%, so that's if you're a platinum user with all the bells and whistles and stuff like that. Their base rate is 10%. But nice to see them add in some new coins. So we've got some new coins in there. I've updated the Swiss Borg rates as always and made a couple of other little changes. But yeah, some new coins in Celsius, Nexo, and of course, more importantly, that tier. So if you do have more than a quarter of a Bitcoin in Celsius, you can be paying, earning a lot less probably than you were before. And then moving over and taking a quick glance at the token prices. I'll just refresh this because I opened it up earlier. But the big news this week, so we've had a big sell-off in the last 24 hours on Bitcoin, down 7.1% in the last 24 hours. We were down as low as about 53.5, and we consolidated a little bit, currently sat around $54,500. So it'll be interesting to see if it goes down any more than that. But in terms of token prices, crypto.com continues to have a flying kind of week. It was up, it's currently 70 cents, but it was up well over 90 cents. I think it peaked out at about 93 cents or something like that a couple of days ago. So it's pulled back a little bit since then, down 8.5 in the last 24 hours, but still up 40% in the last 7 days. And Nexo had a really bad week, down 18%. Swiss Borg down 15%. Yield Apps had a good week, up 14.3%. Again, it was a lot better before this sell-off today that we can see kind of across the board here. And Celsius Network pretty flat on the week, so a fraction up on Bitcoin, but not really making any particular moves. It had that nice swing up, but that's given up all those kind of gains with this big sell-off of Bitcoin and a lot of other kind of altcoins today. So moving on to some stories. Firstly, Celsius, as I mentioned, we've got these new tiers, and I just wanted to show you. If you go to Celsius.network rates, you can see the individual kind of rates. So you can select whether you're a US resident or an international resident, and then you can go through by stable coins, their gold tokens which they hold, and then cryptocurrencies. But I just wanted to go down to Bitcoin just to show you this. So 7.81% up to the first quarter of a Bitcoin, but then 3.83% over 0.25 Bitcoin, and Ethereum as well, which I didn't mention earlier. So 6.72% up to 100 Ethereum, and then 4.42% over 100 Ethereum. This is the getting paid in Celsius. So this is an in Celsius kind of like rate. This is the standard rate for international users, and that is the same for US users, as you can see here. 6.2% on the first quarter, 3.05, and then the same for Ethereum, 5.35% for the first 100 Ethereum, 3.52 over 100 Ethereum. So a little bit disappointing to see that tier coming in on Bitcoin. Be interesting to see whether that is reflected potentially in kind of Ledon at the end of this month or some of the other kind of platforms, but we will wait and see. We will get an announcement, no doubt, probably the beginning of next week now. I think it will be, because a few days till the end of the month. And staying with Celsius for a minute, this is quite nice. So the Celsius Customer Care Centre is now open. Now this is a phone-based support. So this opened up a few days ago. The phone number is here. You can read, as always, all the articles in today's video in the description below. Links to all the articles will be there. But basically, Eastern Standard Time, 8 AM to 11 PM every day. There is the website request form outside those hours. and basically it's an international toll-free number. So no matter where you are in the world, you can call them up and get support through their call center now. So it's nice to see they're doing something for kind of like support things. I think a lot of the criticism of these platforms, particularly when they grow pretty fast, is the support times, how long it takes to get queries answered and stuff like that. So nice to see that they're opening up a call center to deal with some of those inquiries. Moving on to BlockFi. We have with BlockFi an email that came through in the week. So this is their current fees. So if you go to blockfi.com/fees, these are basically the withdrawal fees and the limits for the interest account. So you can see here, these are the fees. Now everybody gets one free withdrawal every month, but they are actually changing these. So I got this email in the week. So you can see here, as of the 1st of December, so they're not live yet, but they will be live as of the 1st of December. They are going to have different fee rates. So there will still be one free withdrawal for either Bitcoin, Litecoin, or stablecoins. They're removing the one free withdrawal for basically Ethereum and Ethereum-based kind of tokens because of the high kind of gas fees. If I just move this over to this to the right a little bit, you can hopefully see that compared to the original ones. So you can see here, the fees are not changing for Bitcoin. They're going to be actually a little bit less for Litecoin, and also the stablecoin rate is going up substantially. $10 currently, it's going up to $50 a withdrawal for stablecoins. That's because they're generally on the Ethereum network, the ones that they support, and then there are going to be rate-based withdrawals. So in the past, you could withdraw Ethereum as one of your free monthly withdrawals, or Chainlink, Paxos, etc. Now they are not going to be available for the free withdrawals. Now you're going to be paying for each one. 0.015 Ethereum, 2 Link, 60 BAT, so that's up substantially, doubled. Uniswap over 2.5 times from 1 uni to 2.5 uni withdrawal fee, and Pax Gold 0.035 and 2 Chainlink for Chainlink. So everything going up dramatically. This is basically just due to the transaction costs in Ethereum. They're making anybody who wants to kind of withdraw soak up those transaction fees, rather than a platform like kind of Celsius that soaks them up themselves. So I think what the most disappointing thing is really removing the free withdrawal from those other kind of currencies. So if you were looking to withdraw anything from a BlockFi and you think you're going to be slapped by one of these, maybe do it before the end of this month. As I said, this goes live on the 1st of December. And then moving over to Nexo. So we've got Polygon's Matic is joining Nexo. We talked about this already, but you can see the complete kind of like rates and stuff like that. So there's a little bit about the kind of like the platform, the different pairs that are available, and then here you can see the promo rates, but also the rates that they will drop back to after January the 3rd. So basically these rates will be live through to January the 3rd, and then from January the 3rd onwards, the rates will decrease. Now the standard rate is staying the same. So if you're a base user, the standard rate of 10% will be the same. The maximum rate you can get as a base user, which is currently 14 through to the end of December, beginning of January, will drop to 13. And as you can see here, the maximum rate for platinum users will drop down to between 12 and 15% from 16 to 20% currently. So if you are standard users, you'll get 10% now, and you'll be getting 10% then. As I said, only very few people will be getting the full 20%. So that's platinum holders, etc., etc., and earning, I believe, being paid out in Nexo as well. But here are the rates both before and after this initial promo. Really nice to see another promo being launched on Nexo. We previously had another kind of couple of coins that were doing pretty high rates. I think it was 17%, was it, for Polkadot and also for Avalanche. So nice to see another high rate, only for the short term, but then pretty decent rates, I think, kind of after that for one of these kind of platforms. So nice to see Nexo adding some more coins. And then finally with Nexo, this is something you should definitely do if you utilize a platform, but they have basically enabled whitelisting within their platform, so you can whitelist withdrawal addresses. And the idea behind this is that you set up the addresses that you would want to withdraw funds to as and when you will withdraw them. And it just means if somebody does hack into your account or anything like that, they can only withdraw to the whitelisted addresses. And if they want to change the address, there is a wait time, normally 72 hours, something like that. So it does, give you time if suddenly you wake up to your withdrawal addresses being changed or anything like that. You can get straight onto kind of Nexo and make sure that is kind of taken care of. So it's just an extra security. A lot of the other platforms already support this, and it's a sort of high time really that Nexo supported this as well. So really nice to see this done. There's a full kind of like how to enable it here. And yeah, I would thoroughly recommend you enable this, not just within Nexo, but also your other kind of platforms. The other thing is that as we get toward maybe the end of the bull cycle, a lot of people might be wanting to particularly take advantage of massive spikes up in prices or anything like that. And the trouble is, if you don't have your addresses kind of whitelisted, or you've got old addresses or anything like that in one of these kind of platforms, sometimes it can take a few days to update that kind of that address to a new one, by which time you might not be able to benefit from those really high kind of pumped up prices. So what I would say is enable whitelists on all your accounts, but make sure ones that you've already enabled, go through them, make sure they are the current addresses that you would want to withdraw your funds to. Now that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching. As always, hope you're all keeping safe and well. Give me a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. Hopefully I will see you on the next video, but until then, have a great day. Bye bye.